Hi guys, welcome, a warm welcome to another episode of Relationships and Dating Tips. You are chilling with your girl Lindy Nala here. I'm so excited about today's discussion. Follow me. Hi guys, yes, it's your girl Lindy here. So the title of today's message is "It's Not Your Fault." Now, this is a phrase that we do not often hear from victims of abuse, okay? This is due to the fact that these victims have been led to believe that every wrong thing that's ever been done to them is entirely their fault. This lie has been told to them so many times over and over, and in such a way that now they start to believe that they are responsible for what has been done to them. Oftentimes, this may lead to feelings of inadequacy, confusion, them being afraid, anger, feeling ashamed, and trapped. Now, this is further from the truth. So here are ways to recognize that you may have been negatively impacted by an abusive partner. Number one, become over-apologetic. Over-apologetic becomes second nature to you. The reason being, the abuser has groomed you, to always be the one to actually feel that you are responsible for everything that goes wrong. You know why? Because they never take accountability for their actions. But because you are an empath, you love peace, you love it when there's unity in the home, everything gets shifted, everything will always end up pointing in your direction. This is deliberate. They know it. Number two, self-blame. Okay? Self-blame happens a lot in victims of abuse. The reason being, they feel that they are responsible for the mess that is happening in their relationship, could be in their relationship or their marriage. As a result, they start to blame themselves, starting to think that, if I can only, look more attractive, or if I can shed a little bit of weight, maybe he will love me more. Maybe he will pay more attention to me. If I start applying more makeup, if I bleach my skin, all these little things, they start to creep up because he or she is trying to make you feel that you are not enough, that you are inadequate. And that's why you start to blame yourself for everything that goes wrong in your relationship or in your marriage. Number three, self-condemnation or feelings of unworthiness. Oh yes, we've seen this time and again, especially victims of abuse will portray these, especially if you've been in the marriage or in the relationship for a very long time. Now, this kind of feelings will start to creep up because now you have gotten so used to being told all the things that are wrong about you. Now you start to condemn yourself for all of those shortfalls. Remember, at the end of the day, this abuser, the one thing that they want to get out of this is to bring you down at whatever cost, whatever it takes. They want to make sure that you will never ever feel that you are worthy of anything better. They make you feel like they are your king, they are your knight in shining armor, and you will never ever get anyone else better out there. It is all strategic. All right. And then the fourth one, lower self-esteem. Okay, for the mere fact that you've been blaming yourself, you are feeling inadequate, you've become, over apologetic in this relationship. Obviously, self-esteem is bound to be impacted. Okay, this will always lead to you having lower self-esteem because you don't view yourself as someone of worth. And that is exactly what your abuser wants to do. So that when you get to that level where your self-esteem is lowered, that you are not able to get back up on your feet ever again. Number five, high anxiety. Okay, you should actually notice that when every time maybe you are in the presence of your partner, that you will start to feel some levels of high anxiety that will start to build up within you. This is now your intuition telling you that this is what your life is going to be like. Okay, every time when you are with this person, these feelings of anxiety will start to build up, because remember, you are now anticipating being blamed for something that's not your fault. These people can be highly, highly critical of you to such an extent that they will strip every good thing that you've ever believed about yourself, to such an extent now that when you are in their presence, these levels of anxiety will start to build up, because now that's your body trying to deal with this negative environment that you have exposed yourself into. Pay close attention. Number 6, depression. Okay, this is the last straw. Okay, unfortunately, when you get to a level where you don't have anything positive to look forward to in life, that is a clear indication that you have been adversely or negatively impacted by your relationship or your partner. Okay, this is something that you ought to take seriously. When you start to wake up in the morning and not feel excited about life, maybe you've lost the zeal, there is nothing, you feel hopeless, there's always feelings of hopelessness around you, everything seems dull and unexciting, that is a clear indication that you are slowly deepening into depression, and you need to pay attention to those signs. Guys, you might want to speak to a trusted friend. When you feel that you are losing passion for life, speak to someone that you trust. If you don't have anyone close by, you can always call a wellness center close by, somebody that can talk to you and speak some sense into your mind, because at the end of the day, you don't want to find yourself sinking into this dark hole where you feel like you are all alone in this world. That's the last thing that you ever want to allow yourself to find yourself in that position. That is the last thing that you ever want to see happen to you. Okay, when you're feeling depressed, you lost zeal for life, you're no longer excited about life, that may be an indication that you may have negatively been impacted by an abusive partner. Okay, guys, at the end of the day, we ought to take charge of our happiness. Okay, we have one life, and let's try and live it to the best of our ability. Don't ever allow anybody to make you feel inferior in any shape or form. If you find yourself in an environment or in a relationship or marriage that strips away your dignity, your value, your worth, that may be an indication that maybe that's probably not the relationship that God has purposed for you. Okay, what you ought to remember is that past hurts do not have to determine future outcomes. I'm going to repeat that. You ought to always remember that past hurts do not always have to determine your future outcomes. You're not your past. You are who God says you are. I love you lots, guys. That's a wrap for today. I hope that you have been inspired by this message, and I hope that you'll be able to share with your friends, your colleagues, your family members this message. Let's spread it far and wide, guys. Let's spread this message. Don't forget, most of all, to like and to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, guys. Here we go. Click the subscribe button. Okay, let's grow this community. Remember, you are not alone. We are all on this journey together. That's a wrap for today. Thank you for watching. We have come to the end of our discussion for today. Don't forget to share your comments with us. All right, drop your comments right below, guys. Let us know if this content has been inspirational to you. But most of all, we just want to hear your feedback. If you've ever been a victim of abuse, whether it be emotional, financial, or physical abuse, let us know how you have dealt with the challenges that have come your way. Remember, we are all on this journey together, guys. We'd like to hear your feedback. If you have any suggestions on how we can grow in this channel, by all means, give us your feedback. We are always ready to receive any positive feedback from our followers. Until next time, do take care. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to this channel. All right, let's keep it growing. Let's bring in more members, more followers, so that we can be able to spread this gospel far and wide. Until next time, do take care. Love you lots. God bless.